Also, the warning, I only warn everybody this, because I'm a shit talker. Are you on? All right, everybody. We are back. Welcome back to the Who Need One podcast. We're filming here live at McKinley's Irish Pub and Restaurant in Clayton, North Carolina. They keep opening up the doors for me, so I'm going to keep coming on in. I just want to say that I appreciate all the support, all the everyone that's been able to tune in to watch the podcast, and just all the good feedback we're getting. I know it's not something perfect, but it's something I enjoy doing, and I'm going to continue to show up as long as you allow me uh, to be here, and as long as people keep showing up to talk sports. Because I tell you what, we have a lot of great people in the area that are involved in some great things, all sports. And I would love to have this as a platform for anyone who want to come in and talk sports with me. And this is share what they have going on in their lives in the area of sports. I tell you what, I have thoroughly enjoyed so far watching the World Cup. Unfortunately, our men did lose to Belgium um, Sunday, I believe Monday night, excuse me, Monday, 4-1. But what a ride! USA men's team, they gave us something to cheer about, something to galvanize around as a country, and we really did enjoy watching them. And of course, unfortunately, the further you go in this tournament, the harder the competition is going to be. And Belgium definitely they answered the bell. They really came out hard. They came out aggressive, moving the ball up and down the field. And for some reason, our guys just couldn't get their feet under them. It seems like we were always a step behind. But I just say that that's just another learning example for our USA men. What can I say though? I mean, they've given us a lot to cheer about. And Pulisic, I know he got hurt, but I was really hoping that he would step up a lot in the game. But he got hurt halfway through and had to come out. But just like again, this felt like we really didn't get a chance to get our feet up under us. Great job to Tillman. Seems like he was the one who was fired up, and we wish we had more to rally around him and to be more aggressive. But Balogun, Balogun, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. We were really hoping he would he would come out and really show why he was deserving of coming back from that red card. And I know that was all a controversy about the red card and him getting it, and then they suspended it. Good for us. I just wish he could have really taken advantage of that opportunity of a second chance. But again, I can't complain. We always have high expectations when it comes to the World Cup, and that's because of our women. Thanks to the women, we're used to being pretty much in the final four, in the finals, if not hoisting the cup at the end of a World Cup. So the men have taken a lot of strides. They've come a long way. It looks like they have things in place to hopefully be able to compete a lot further in this tournament. But again, I can't complain. We've enjoyed watching them. But it must go on. There's 8 teams left, and we're gonna shift up now, and we're gonna see what these last 8 teams can do. So that means we have 7 games left. I'm really expecting some great matches these next 7 games to see who hoists the cup. We have Norway versus England. We have um, Argentina versus Switzerland. We have France versus Morocco. We have Spain versus Belgium. And I think each and every one of these can go down to the final minute, been knocked up to few kicks. But we're excited to look forward to them. My personal favorite that I'm cheering for is going to be Norway. They've caught the hearts of a lot of us. So now that the USA are out of it, I'm going to be pulling for Norway. I just I enjoy this story, and of course, it's a feel good story, and I'm going to cheer for Norway and see if they can win it. Of course, everyone wants Messi to do a back to back. And speaking of Messi, that game yesterday, I don't know if you tuned in to the Argentina Egypt game, but this game is I guess if you look up in a dictionary, never give up, this would be the game that you would see as a picture, because Argentina was down. They were down 2-0 in the 79th minute, and they were able to come back and take it into the extra time, and they were able to come back down 2-0 and win 3-2. And we know that how hard it is to come back in soccer. Soccer's not an easy sport to come back from when there's multiple goals. So hats off to them. It was an amazing comeback, and I always say I try to talk about comebacks and all some of the great comebacks I've seen. I know Tom Brady mentioned that that might beat the 28-3 comeback for the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl against the Falcons. But I must say that is a hard comeback for soccer. It's to come back multiple goals, multiple goals down. So hats off to them. The only other big comeback that can stick out in my mind, of course, I'm being a Dookie. I remember back in the early 2000s, this when Jason Williams was the guard, and they were playing against Maryland, and they were down 10 points, I think, with a minute to go. And they somehow rallied back, come back 10 down with a minute to go to beat Maryland at Maryland. So I've seen some great comebacks, and I think that the Argentina, Egypt comeback is up there with some of the greats. But we're looking forward to the next couple of rounds. Just excited about seeing some top level soccer, and I hope that this tournament can actually draw more people to the game, because it is a great game. And of course, there's a ton of casual fans out there, but you can't help but enjoy this high level display of skill, agility, and just some great soccer play from all these great players from around the world. But of course, before I, have my guest on, I'm going to just, one thing that I would love to see less in soccer, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, and a lot of you who agree with me, are all the flopping. So I said I might have a Dennis Miller rant. I'm not going to go on a rant, but I am going to say that the flopping, I understand totally why they're doing it, but it really does disrupt the flow of the game sometimes. And you know that sometimes the flopping is even pointless when you're just starting the game, and then someone's flopping in the middle in midfield. I'm like, what's the point of that? It kind of disrupts the flow of the game, and just makes it a little harder to appreciate, when they are going out, and if there is a collision and there's actually a true foul. But there's way too much flopping going on out there, and I wish there was some type of thing, some type of rule or something that they would put out there to keep it from becoming so prevalent. But it was out of control. It's been out of control, this World Series. This World Cup. And again, I understand why they're doing it. I know you want to try to get an advantage, get a free kick, get a penalty kick. I totally get it. But some places these flops happen, and the time that they're happening to me is a little much. And again, it just disrupts the game. But I'm gonna get off my high horse and stop being a curmudgeon. It's been a great World Series, World Cup, and we're going to continue to enjoy that. But I'm going to move right along. We've been talking about college sports the last couple of weeks, and some of I've been really enjoying talking to our guests the last 2 weeks about the eligibility rules, the NIL, the new avenue for a lot of kids today is D2, D3, and JUCO. That's going to be the norm, going through those routes. And it's not just D1 and bus. But I got someone. I'm going to shift gears a little bit, and we're going to talk a little bit about high school. High school football and fall sports are getting ready to gear up. And we want to kind of focus on some local teams, some local coaches, some local athletes. And today we're going to start off, and we're going to ask Darren. Hey, Darren, come on down. We got Clayton High School's own Darren Banks. He's coming to us from Clayton High School. He is the assistant coach. Come on up, Darren. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit about you. I know you're the assistant coach for football for Clayton, and we just want to start off talking a little bit about you. Okay. I know you've been at Clayton for 12 seasons.
12. This is my 12th season.
Okay. Let's talk before we get into the Clayton High School football. Let's talk a bit about you, because I know you were a little bit of a stud back in the day.
Somewhat.
Yeah. How did you get started?
So yeah, I'm born and raised here in Clayton.
Okay.
Went to, elementary, middle school here, and when I got to Clayton High, fortunate enough to make the team.
Okay.
So give you a little history about Clayton High. Um, Clayton football is I mean the heartbeat of the town.
Right.
So back then tell my age, but in the late '80s.
Don't worry, I get it. I'm a late '80s baby
Right.
too, so I get it.
They would, they would actually shut down the town, the restaurants,
Yeah.
Friday nights, and everybody go to the game.
Right.
So, yeah, made the team and got the honor and privilege to play for the legendary coach Gary Fowler,
Okay.
which is, he's still around.
Okay.
The stadium's named after him.
That's great. You say he's still coaching or?
No, he's
Okay,
no,
he's
he's not
retired?
coaching.
Okay.
He's retired, but he's still around.
Okay.
He's still not only a coach but a great mentor to me as well. So,
Right.
so yeah, and then our senior year in 1989, we won the state championship
All right.
with Clayton.
Okay.
We went 15-0.
Wow.
I think that is still the most it's still a record that Clayton had
Okay.
for the most wins in
I
the
get it.
season.
I get it.
So that kind of jump started me.
So you guys pretty much own the city.
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
then.
still.
But we
Yeah.
know how it is, they don't call it Friday Night Lights for nothing, It's like you said, high school football is the heartbeat for a lot of small towns. And
Yeah.
I can imagine Clayton has grown a lot
Yeah.
since 1989. But back in 1989, it was probably a mom and pop shops and,
Yeah.
one gas station and two or three traffic lights.
Exactly.
And the high school. That's pretty much all you probably had back in the day.
And that's something where I'm personally want to try to get back. I know that things change and, the town is a lot bigger, but, we're Clayton's team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we want to
Still.
get, people involved and, thanks for you and McKinley's to
Yeah.
kind of shine a little light on us.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
because at the end of the day, we kind of play for the town.
Right.
We got a lot of people that are invested. Shout out to the '89 boys. I got one of my guys here.
Okay, all right.
Shannon Whitley.
We're gonna have to get Shannon out
Yeah,
here.
he's one of the '89
Okay.
state championship teams,
Good.
and we still occasionally hang out.
Okay.
And don't cause as much ruckus as we used to.
Well,
Can't do
that's
it
okay.
anymore, but
Not as hard as we used to anyway, I'm sure.
So yeah, the winningest quarterback in Clayton High's history, 25 games and all.
That's you? Okay. I love it.
Inducted into a Hall of Fame. I think I was in the 24 class. So that was also a big honor as well. So and a lot of those records still
Still stand. And that's the thing, it's like, when you're great, doesn't matter what decade you're great. You post your numbers and over the test of time, those numbers still stand. That just speaks to you and how great you were at your team. Because the game hasn't changed much since 1989.
It's still
It's still, right? The field is still 100 parts, so.
So yeah, a little bit. So after I graduated high school, I went to North Carolina A&T for
Right.
a little stint, and then some of those homecoming events got the best of me. So
Okay,
my dad, Justin Bryant,
okay.
may he rest in peace.
Yes.
He gave me an ultimatum like, hey, either you find out how to pay for your tuition or you figure it out.
Shout out to the fans out there.
Yeah.
I tell you, he put his foot down.
And so with that, I went into the Air Force, and then 22 years later, I again called Coach Fowler, got some advice, and he said it would be a good idea for me to come coach. So and here, this is where I am. This is probably my dream job. I mean,
Yeah.
to coach for the high school that you played for is just
You can't beat it.
you can't. You're right. You can't beat it. It's something I just love to do. Is like I said, a dream come true to try and get these younger kids. I want them to experience the same things I do.
Well, and who better to talk to them than someone who's been through it, through the same, walked through the same halls that they're walking through now.
Right.
You wearing the same jerseys they're wearing.
Exactly.
They retire your jerseys?
No, I don't think we retired jerseys.
Okay, I'm just checking. Yeah.
There are a couple number 10s out there.
Okay.
I think I'm the best one.
It's number 10. I was at the 10 in college too, so there you go.
Another shameless plug to Kurt Sanders and Marcus Wall and the original number 10 was Rock.
Awesome. Well, listen, so now that you're coaching, let's talk a little bit about, the teams. I know you guys have been successful in the past. Well, we know you're only as good as what's on the field.
Exactly.
So what you guys got coming, coming
So
up this season?
again, we coming off a 13-2 season and getting a chance to compete for a state championship was probably again another milestone in Clayton High football history. But again, we move on to that. Tell the kids. Unfortunately, nobody remembers who came in second place.
Nope, no.
Whether it's football or
It's hard
soccer or
it's hard
whatever
to
the
come
case,
up
yeah.
with a runner-up. A lot of times you can't remember who came runner-up.
So I mean, even I just don't want them to get satisfied with just getting there.
Right. Which is nothing wrong with runner-up. Don't get me wrong.
It's not.
Someone's got to be the first one to not win it all.
Right.
So,
So
The second-
getting there, we had a lot of kids returning, so they got to use that as motivation. Like
Yeah.
we got to the mountain, but we didn't go over. So that's kind of motivation. I think this year what we're concentrating on is just getting to blue collar Clayton High football.
Okay.
We're gonna be tough on defense. We're gonna kind of run the ball on offense, and defense. We got about 9 starters returning.
Okay.
So
That's great. It's a
and-
good core.
yeah,
Yeah.
to me, like
It's a
defense.
good core.
Defense wins championship. They don't score, they don't win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got another quarterback. So he's a great guy, great pocket passer.
Okay.
DiMaggio, Cueto,
Okay.
and Eli Bagley. They're gonna kind of run that side of things.
Now, are they seniors or?
DiMaggio is a senior. Eli is a junior.
Okay.
And they're both throwing the ball fairly well. So, and again, some running backs, Terrence Hobbs, which is going to be a senior, should have a breakout season.
Right.
And then a younger sophomore, KK Rogers. So offensively, I think we have some weapons, but to me, offensively, it all boils down to the offensive line.
Yeah. Oh,
You,
that's,
you can have.
hey, I'm here to tell you, I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah,
And that's exactly what we're focusing on this
Yeah.
offseason, I'm hoping. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big reason why we just couldn't really get anything happening in the Super Bowl, because we just couldn't protect our quarterback.
right, exactly. You can have all the skill players and
Yeah.
best quarterbacks and running backs. You don't have nobody to block.
Yeah.
It's all for
It's
a
hard.
deal. Yeah. So offensively, I think again we're gonna try and do some things a little hardcore, just run the ball and DiMaggio is going to air it out. So hopefully we can put some points on the board.
That's true.
Defensively, like I said, we got 9 players back. Probably 4 or 5 with already offers.
Okay.
AK Camrell, he's probably one of the top cornerbacks in the country.
That's
Got
great.
several offers. Then Tayshawn Walker, another safety with at least 6+ offers. So we have some skilled guys back there. But again, the D line,
That's it.
that's where you make your money at.
Yeah.
And we
O-line,
got-
D-line.
Yeah, O-line, and that's it. It's simple. Like you
The
said,
heartbeat of the team, right there.
football hasn't
In
changed.
the trenches, we call
The same thing back, when I was in school, it was the O-line and D-line that got you
it.
there.
Right.
You can have the big names in the back, but if nobody's blocking, it's just not going to
Right.
work. So,
That's one great reason why football is such a great team sport, because you really can't have weak links out there, because everyone gets exposed. If they have a weak link, everybody has to do their part.
right.
Right running back again is only as good as his blocker. I mean, I can't think of his name for the Eagles now, and just left me. The running back, he just transferred.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon,
Good
yeah.
gracious, I know. I draw a blank up here. But you know, he had such great blocking. That's why he was able to almost, you know, break that single season
Yeah.
record. I mean,
Yes.
he could have broken it if he had played that game.
Yeah.
But it's a big difference. He's no good if he doesn't have anybody in front of him.
No, and that's and again, like I said, it's a team sport, and we're just concentrating on brotherhood.
Yeah.
Like you know, don't just go play for yourself. I think whether you're doing anytime you do something, if you're actually and your heart in and you're doing something for somebody else, you're gonna just give it an extra little push,
Yeah.
a little motivation.
Oh,
If you're actually working for somebody else, whether it's football or life, you know. Sometimes if it's just us, we may say, "Oh well,
Right.
I'm gonna just relax a little bit."
Right.
But if you're working for somebody that been in the trenches with, you love, I mean, you're gonna push.
Right, and there's something to be said about these team sports. Like you say, when you guys are lined up toe to toe together and working for one common goal, you don't want to let your brother down,
Right.
or you don't want to let your sister down. I tell everybody, if you're out here on a team sport and you want to be an individual, you need to go play golf or
Yeah,
tennis or something.
Exactly.
Because when you're standing on those lines together
Yeah.
for one goal, you don't want to let your partner down.
Exactly. And football's a little different. It is, uh, well, it does, I think, prepare you for life.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there are going to be some times when everything goes right. And of course, everybody's happy. But there are going to be some times, whether it's in the game or in life, where stuff don't come out like you
Yeah.
think it was supposed to.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to teach these young men. It's not always going to go right.
Right.
But what are you going to do, when it goes wrong? Are you just going to quit?
Right.
Or are you going to just suck it up and do it?
Oh.
Accountability is a big thing. It's fine. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do
Exactly.
something.
You're not going to be perfect.
Yeah. Be accountable. Own it. And then fix it.
Yeah. Learn from it.
Yeah.
That's what we tell kids all the time. You're going to make mistakes when you learn from it.
Exactly.
Try not to repeat this thing.
Exactly.
And thing about football too is one of the sports that has more people involved in the team. On your roster, you're allowed to carry how many?
Yeah. So right now we're probably at about 160 out there.
So and where are you going to get it down to?
We're kind of still debating.
And you can carry as many as you want, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
in high school,
we may not have as that much equipment. So
right. But I think about football when you talk about that's a little different. I think that it's a lot more different backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds in a football locker room as opposed to like a 12 or 13 man roster in basketball or softball or baseball. Not that it's that's how I see that it's different. But all the different people that can make up a football team.
Right.
You got to get them all to work together
So you got
to achieve that one goal.
different backgrounds, different colors, races, everything. I think speaking for Clayton High football, I mean, growing up, it was, it didn't matter if you're black or white. The only color is blue and white.
Right. There you go.
And
That's how it should be.
if you can get those kids to kind of buy in, I mean, you're talking unlimited success. And to me, success don't always come with wins or losses. You can get some kid that, I don't know, maybe was shy or maybe had some social anxieties. Now he's part of a brotherhood, and he comes out of his shell. Or somebody that, just had issues, whether it's home, you've had one parent home or father, was absent, mother was absent. Now you got coaches that are fathers.
160 brothers.
So I think success and it is just different. You just to me, I measure it differently. I love to see the kids go from a freshman to a senior, and that whole outlook on life is different.
And again, we talk about in earlier podcasts how sports just open up a lot of opportunities that you might not have if you weren't involved in sports.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that's the only way to get opportunities, but opportunities in sports open up for you no matter what your background is immeasurable.
And I like to tell the kids, I think I'm fortunate, or we as coaches are fortunate. We're going to actually be part of the building blocks of you guys coming young men.
Exactly.
So fathers, husbands, hopefully something that you've learned on the football field is going to roll over. Accountability, being present, being on time, things of that nature. So we're trying to get them there, and we're trying to get them to be successful young men.
Okay.
Now, success, whatever, successful in graduating, successful if you want to go to college, whatever it is, whatever you try to do, at some point your work ethic is going to come into play. Like that's something you can't you can't change. So hopefully, we're helping building a strong work ethic, and they're going to go on and be just models, citizens. So yeah, do we like to win? Of course,
Yes.
everybody does. But at the end of the day, it's bigger than winnings and losses. And I am a testament of that, because Clayton High afforded me, time I got in the military, I was like, people yelling at you. I was like, this is nothing. I got that in. So let's go.
On the football field.
Yeah. So and it made me become a better leader, I think, because you can tell a kid, hey, we love you, but kids know if you truly care about it. Kids
they pick up on
they
pick up on if you're genuine or not.
Yeah, you can kind of smooth it over with different people, but kids know. And yeah, I mean, then the brotherhood, I tell them, years from now, you may name your son after one somebody played with.
Exactly.
Again,
lifetime friendships you made.
Shout out to Shannon Will. We've been knowing each other's 40 plus years, and we still.
Is he still living in?
He's still here. I got a couple teammates that are still here. We're, like I said, occasionally get together, but that's, you're talking 40 years of friendship, and we still talk about the championship. So it's a great feeling. Clayton is a great place. A lot of people are invested, where they got nephews playing, or they got grandkids playing, sons playing. It is a big.
It's a legacy.
To play for Clayton. So I just want people to know that we are more than a football
Shout out
team.
Clayton, because you guys know what conference are you in?
We're in the 7A conference. So
7A, okay.
Pretty.
Who's some of your rivals?
Some of our rivals are, I would say all of the teams in that greater news.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Southeast Raleigh, Smithfield,
Okay.
you got Garner, all those teams.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
It's a rival.
Yeah. So who's the rival? Anybody that wears a different color.
Yeah, there you go.
Because again, in life, you can't just play down to your opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta whoever lines up against you.
That's the hardest thing to teach kids, even in their young men, and even not young men, even adults do it.
Yeah.
If you think that is someone you should win, you should never show up
Exactly.
assuming that that's
No,
a win.
because you and all those teams, they're practicing. Yeah, they're practicing now too. They're getting ready now too.
They're working hard. They're getting that same speech in the locker room.
They're getting the same, and that's why I said nobody cares what you did last year. Yeah, that's over with. We don't have those same players.
Right.
It's
a
not
whole
the same.
different. Yeah, it's a whole different.
So you can't ride on your past accomplishments. Just like life, whatever job you have, I don't care if you was the best at it a year ago. We're talking, but this shift right now, what are you going to do? So it's a constant, kind of be your best, and then that's the attitude or what we try to tell the kids, like, you go out there and you give it 100%, your best, whatever your best is. It doesn't mean that you have to do some superhuman, out of the ordinary game. We just want to be the best you, and whatever that looks like.
Right.
That's what we try to get them.
That's great, Coach. I'm sure you got all the kids that you coach. And I'm sorry for saying kids, fellas. I mean, the young men that you coach. They're very fortunate to have you, and I'm sure your whole coaching staff are all lockstep on the same goals, the same mindset of the brotherhood. And just want to say, you guys start up now. When did you start up preseason?
So first game, regular season guy thing, we opened up against Wilson Prep, and that's going to be August 21st.
Okay.
So which is kind of right around the corner. next week we've been off, so next week we get back at it. And the 13th, I think, to the 15th or so, we have a kids camp. So,
Okay,
sign your kids up.
okay,
If you want,
there you go.
just go to our Facebook or Instagram page and get your kids signed up.
Okay.
So that's another.
Do you guys do two-a-days like they used to do back in the day, back in the
No,
eighties?
no.
They were really big on the two-a-days,
No, we usually go in the mornings,
Good,
about 8 to
before it gets
11.
too cold, hot.
Yeah, before it gets too hot, we try to get them out there. So
Okay.
yeah, those are. I don't know if you'll be wanting to go those 2 days.
Yeah,
It's.
I mean,
It
I
was tough.
remember back in the eighties, the football players were doing two-a-days, and I was in band, marching
Yeah.
band, and it was like,
Yeah,
it was brutal.
It was very brutal back then. It was.
Yeah, I'm glad,
You want-
glad they've
you
shifted
don't want-
that mindset.
Yeah, not like again.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Say-
even want to do
Yeah,
water,
because it's like, yeah,
because you want to sing soft. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
very dangerous.
now
back
you
then.
think about it, which is
Right,
just crazy that
yeah,
knock on
yeah,
wood, nobody
Yeah.
got hurt. But yeah,
yeah,
obviously, safety first. We have some great trainers that take care
Good.
of us, and we keep an eye on the. We have a wet bulb that if we
Good.
get a certain percentage, then we shut it down.
good,
Again, like I said, we want to win,
right,
but
We do
again,
it the right
it's
way.
not going to be at the cost of just kind of.
someone's health.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming back, Coach. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our eye on Clayton every week. I'm gonna talk a little
Okay.
bit about, what you guys are doing, because, this is your hometown.
Yes.
And by me filming here in Clayton, I'm gonna be rooting for you hard, and if you're gonna keep track of you, and maybe mid-season, I'll bring you back on or something, and, to track you and see how we're doing.
Well, yeah, that'll definitely be fine, and we'll appreciate
Yeah,
the things you do for us. Obviously, we appreciate
Yeah.
McKinley's for having us. And hopefully, like I said, we can do something and
Yeah. Yeah.
get together because again, we're the hometown team.
yeah,
I know there's a lot of schools around town, but
oh, yeah,
they're not Clayton.
they're not Clayton. They're not the blue and white.
They're not the blue and white, and
Yeah.
that kind of stands out. Yeah, but again, thanks for having me.
No problem. Yeah, and I would love to maybe, I know it's hard to do Wednesday mornings, but maybe highlight a couple of your seniors, just because, it's as soon as kids or whoever out there can see their faces,
Right.
they become, invested in them.
Yes,
When they can go
yes.
talk to them or see them,
Yeah.
and talk about their journey.
Yeah,
You know?
and we, obviously, like I said, we have a couple kids, some other coaches and like, just hear them and the more we kind of get out in the community and hopefully do some special events for the community, get
That's
boys out here one day and do a meet and greet
That would be
or something.
awesome. That would be awesome. Well, maybe we
'Cause
can
they're-
do something in the future.
Yeah, again, we're just trying to get the town a little bit more invested and hope they appreciate what we're doing.
Bring it back to Friday Night
Yes,
Lights.
exactly,
The hottest
exactly.
ticket in town.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Darren. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Best of luck to you
Well-
and your fellas this season, and we're gonna be looking at you, and we're gonna be following you.
Yeah, well, again, I appreciate it and again, give a shout out to the '89 state championship
There you go.
team.
There you go.
And here's to the 2016
There you go.
that's coming out and really just want to let Shelton Clark that I'm the best quarterback ever. But anyway,
The gauntlet is.
yeah, I know. I just have to
Down, yeah.
tell him and Perk that I am the greatest.
Well, tell them they need to come out here and give a
Yeah,
rebuttal on that.
Yeah, probably wrong. But, but no, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, and best of luck to your season. We're rooting for you
Yes,
guys.
yes.
All right.
I got to get you some comic gear too.
Yes,
so
you
I'll,
do.
I'll text you.
I
and
love
the
gear.
sizes.
Right now it's extra large. I'm working on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm working on getting out of extra large, but
Yeah,
extra
yeah.
large right now.
Yeah,
So
me too. I'm not in my summer body yet. I'm just waiting 2027 to get ready. No, so-
I appreciate you
Yes,
so much. All
yes,
right.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that's pretty much, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna have a short podcast today because, one, I'm getting ready to go to the beach. So I wanted everybody to get their 4th of July beach stuff out of my way because I'm heading to the beach. But, thank you again, McKinley's, for coming out. Let me come out and just talk to you a little bit about, what's going on with the World Cup and also with, Darren Banks, the assistant coach, and talking about his Clinton High School. team, and we wish them all the best, and we're rooting for them, and we're going to keep our eyes on them this season, and we'll try to have them out again, like I said, mid-season to check in. But thank you again to McKinnon's. We'll be back next Wednesday. Wrapping it up, maybe have some more high school kids come out and talk about their senior year. I'm excited about, the new season for a lot of people, and continue to watch sports. I think sports is the best thing in the world because, as you can see here, the World Cup is done. It's just brought a whole world together to enjoy something together, and it would be great if we can just leave the World Cup feeling this togetherness. And I'm not going to get sappy or anything like that, but it's just great to have this feeling that this entire world is kind of like in one unity right now, and it is revolving around sports. So let's keep that vibe going. Let's keep that energy going. And I appreciate everyone that's watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all your positive feedback. And I don't mind the negative either, because there's always something to work on. There's always something to improve on. But and I always say, this is the People's Podcast. If anyone wants to come out here on a Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock and sit beside me and talk about something they're passionate about in sports, doesn't matter what the sport is, I welcome you. I would love for you to come. I would love for you to come and share your story, share your passion, and you never know, your story might inspire someone else. So you're always welcome to come talk to me, talk with me about something in your life. But until next Wednesday, please stay hydrated. Thank you so much, McKinley's, for opening up your doors, and always, who knew?
Yeah. Yes.